it. So I know, let's see, Plano started today, I believe, but Dallas and Fort Worth and the ones in between, they have already started. They started last Tuesday. So yes, you all, oh, I know y'all are so glad the school shopping, hopefully, um, is done, and I hope it didn't hurt your pockets too bad. But a lot of organizations, you all, were out giving out school supply backpacks. They was giving out free. I don't want to say free hair. They were doing hairstyles. They was giving out free hairstyle, doing hair for free. So little boys got nice haircuts. Little girls got braids. It was a really nice thing that a lot of these organizations was doing. So I hope you all took full advantage of it. So whether it was completely free or very heavily discounted, because sometimes, getting your hair done can just be through the roof. I mean, I'm still stuck on the prices of haircuts and doing natural hair. So, I know how that can be. But yeah, the kids is back in school. So it's time to establish new routines and things. And so let me go ahead and congratulate the class of 2026, you all. So this is your year, senior year. So I do have one cousin coming out. She is a senior this year, so she's coming out of school that I know of so far. So I don't know if there are more, but I just know for sure that there is one cousin that is coming out this year. So shout out to the class of 2026. And so I was talking to well, not talking to, I guess you can kind of say talking to, um, so a real estate coach had put an idea out there for us to do. And I said, you know what, that is a great idea. So the idea was go and research what are the top questions that people are asking in your city. So I went in ahead and did top real estate questions, and I might go back and do the top questions that are being asked in my city. And so I went and did research on the areas that you see me visit a lot. So I did one for Mansfield that I'm going to do today, Haslett, Justin, Waxahachie, and Midlothian. So I chose 5 of the cities that are growing at a fast rate. And, I just want to answer your real estate questions that you all have. And so let's go ahead and get started. So right now I'm coming to you live in Mansfield. So I believe that this is Mansfield's only master plan community, South Point. So you all, they have been building in this community for 9 years. Yes, you heard that right. 9 years. And so I've been coming back and forth here since I've gotten my license. So you can say about a good 5 years been coming out here and have been seeing the growth around the community, the growth, the freeway. So they are minus the construction traffic, but so the freeway, so they're making it easier for you to commute, because Mansfield has two major highways, and it's 287 and 360. And then you have your back roads and things like that. So they just have those two major highways, and so they need to make that an easy commute for people that live here and that have to drive through here to get to work or coming out here for an event. So yeah, so I'm liking that they are fixing the freeway. So HEB been up there. I don't know how many years they've been up there. So HEB has came into the area. They are right off the highway, so you can just exit 287 in Broad, and you are right there. So I done went in there a few times. I believe I have a video. No, not the Mansfield location. That's the Burleson location that I have a video of. And so they have shopping over here, dining. Let's see what else. So they got a hospital over here. So they have the water park over here. So they're making it where, hey, we know that we're not close to major things like Six Flags. And I don't want to say Wet and Wild, but it's coming to mind, but Hurricane Harvard. And so we know that they know that that's a long way. So why not build some of those things right over here. So let's, like I said, so I'm starting with Mansfield since I am in Mansfield. And so the top real estate questions in Mansfield are how competitive is the market in Mansfield? What can buyers do to stand out? So let's go ahead and answer the first question. So, as you all know, I do new construction. And so, in the new construction industry, there's no competition. So, that's what makes this a better option for first time home buyers as well as move up buyers. So you don't have to worry about that multiple offer situation. Oh my goodness, when we was going through what we was going through years ago, that was the thing. It was multiple offer situations, and buyers were losing out because their offers wasn't strong enough. People were over bidding on homes, and when you're in new construction, there is no competition over here. You just bring what it is that you need to bring. You get your keys and you just move on in. You don't have to worry about that. So that's the good thing that I do like about new construction homes. You don't have to fight or argue with no one about trying to get a home, unless you really, really like that particular home, sure. But if you're not up for the drama and all of this stuff like that, just come on over here and get you a new construction home. And then the next question: what can buyers do to stand out? Cash. And shortly before I got on here, I talked to the community sales manager. Because like I said, I am working on building relationships with as many sales managers as I can, you all, because once I turn you over to them, I want to be sure. Oh, okay, yeah, I have met with her. I've met with him multiple times. Okay, yeah, you're in good hands. I'm just not just gonna drop you off at the front door, and you end up with Corella Deville, somebody real evil and rude. So I'm out there doing this, and I asked her this question as well. And cash, and don't be unrealistic is a statement that I gotten from her, you all. So they see the same things you see. We're all living in the same economy. We're all going to the store paying $10 for a loaf of bread, $3 for some eggs, $5 for some milk. So we're all going in there buying the same things and paying the same price. And so they know what you all are going through and they are here to help. That's why they have these incentives to help you all out. So take full advantage of those incentives. And so Mansfield's award-winning schools and access to DFW makes it a hotspot for relocating families. Um, so, another important thing to do as well. So, let me go back. So you can say this like these are what we call the suburbs, and so when people relocate, most of them come into the suburbs, and Mansfield does you know it's like a relocation not hood, hub, because they have two, I want to say two or three big companies that move down here. So people have to, relocate down here or either stay up there and find them another job. But some people, they are loyal to their job and so they'll move wherever they, wherever their company move to. So another thing that I always tell my buyers, get pre-approved. You all please get pre-approved because you don't want to be out here in Mansfield looking at $1 million home. This home didn't checked off all the boxes that you want and then some, and coming to find out this is way out of your budget. So I recommend getting pre-approved first, so therefore you can have a budget in mind. And, start acting quickly, if that makes sense. Yeah, that did make sense. Start acting quickly on these new inventory homes as they come up. So you won't have to wait for a home to be built from the ground up because a lot of these communities have inventory homes. So they mean they're moving ready, they're ready to go. All you have to do is just get your keys, move in, start decorating, you all. And let me tell you what I have learned, and it's also in my book as well. And I was told by a few customer service community sales managers is that these prices are negotiable. These prices are negotiable. They're not going to, I don't know if some of them are going to tell you that, but don't let the prices fool you. They don't go in there with a low ball offer because I was doing an open house last year, around about this time too. Last year around about this time, and had a few families come in and check out the community, and they was wanting to do a cash offer, and I was like, okay, cash offer. They wanted to do 300,000, and the home was, I want to say it was a little under 350, and the sales manager was like, "No, that's just a low ball offer, for the home." But again, you also these prices are negotiable. So just because you see a sticker price of 579,900, who knows, that price can go down. Now, how much? I don't know. Now, when you get with your realtor or me, we can see how much we can get them to bring that down. But the price is negotiable. So write that gem down. The prices for new construction homes are negotiable. And so, what is the average home price in Mansfield? So, I just did South Point because that's where I am at. And so, they range in between like the 580s and the 600. Again, just don't let those prices run you away because you just never know. So, if you have been riding up and down 287 and you have been seeing this community grow since 9 years ago, and you was like, man, I really want to get over there. I want a nice place for my family. They got the schools down the way, walking distance, or I can walk the kids down there. But ooh, those prices is just way out of my budget. Well, you never know. Contact a real estate agent like myself, and we can come on in here and we can say, well, okay, we want to offer X for this home. You never know, the offer might get accepted. You just never ever know. And so Mansfield does have, just like any other cities, because these are not new cities. They look new. Just because they look new, they have been there for years at a time. Because as I start branching out to see more and more new communities, I'm like, oh wow, this city actually have a name now. Now, because we would just say, oh yeah, we're going to Mansfield, and that was pretty much it. And you didn't see a lot of signage. See, now they have a lot of signage where they can tell you, oh, here's Mansfield, here's Joshua, here's Cleburne, Middle Opian is a few exits down. Um, let's see, Waxahachie is the next couple of exits down. It wasn't a lot of clear signage. So now there's a lot of clear signage out here. Now, I'm not saying that the signage wasn't out there. I mean, it was out there, but it's very clear and noticeable now, and more modern now, so you can tell what's what. And so you're going to have a mix of established homes, established neighborhoods, and new builds. So it just really depends on where you want to live inside of Mansfield. Because some builders, they're building inside of established, not like directly inside, but they're building like, say, this right here is your established community. Okay, well they got their few streets or whatever they got. Well, back here is some land back here. Well, oh, okay. Builder A is going to buy that land and turn it into a new community. So you're going to have a mixture of that, and then you'll have builders like you'll have developers like South Point, who will find a big patch of land where it's undeveloped. There's nothing there, and you go and you buy it, and then you develop it up, and then here come all the shopping. Here come all the dining. Uh, Here come all the things that buyers need to live a functionable a lifestyle. So yeah, so it just really depends, and that goes for all the cities. It really does. So it's not like you're going to find an undeveloped city. Well, let me say Dallas Fort Worth, you're not going to find a lot of undeveloped little areas around. But yeah, so you'll have some builders that are build in established neighborhoods, and then you'll have some builders that will go and develop some land and just make it all new. And that's what South Point has done. So this was a big patch of land out here, and so now it is a master plan community. Stay tuned, you all. I'm gonna tell you about um, master plan communities. And so, how fast are the homes are selling? So, and these are results for South Point. They're selling like 4 to 5 homes a month. So the homes are still being sold. That's why I tell you all every time on my podcast,